Hello and welcome to the first of many Ask the Expert interviews where we talk about all things involving healthcare, finances, free resources, and other important senior-related topics. I'm David. I'm with Senior Life Publications, which is a free senior resource magazine that services the Tampa Bay market every month.
And I am Stephen Halstead, president and owner of Oasis Senior Advisors. We help seniors find the right senior housing options as well as other resources here in Pinellas County. Today we have Kathryn Larkin with us with TomKat Realty, and she's going to share with us her passion for working with seniors and helping them find the right home. Kathryn, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, and thank you, David. As they said, my name is Kathryn Larkin, Century 21 Real Estate Champions. I am the TomKat Team. I've been selling real estate for 21 years now. And my business partner, who is also my husband, his name is Tom Steck. So TomKat Realty.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about why you decided that you wanted to work specifically with the senior population.
Basically, it has to do with my mother. I mean, I do live in St. Petersburg. I do live in Pinellas County. And when I first started my career, the majority of my clients were over the age of 55. So throughout the years, I made sure to get some great training to really hone up on my skills. But it really wasn't until about 10 years ago when I helped my mother move from her dream home. I mean, this is a home that she bought on her own. She bought a home with vaulted ceilings, a swimming pool, a fireplace. It was everything she wanted, and she bought it on her own. So it was her pride and joy. So when I had to sell it, it was very emotional. And at the time, of course, I'm a realtor. I know what to do, but I also had to work with finding her a place that would do memory care. And Stephen, I didn't know about places like with your business, what you do. I didn't think to go to an elder attorney at the time because I knew she was going to get so little money from the sale of her home. Unfortunately, she bought in the high market, sold in the slow market, that I couldn't send her to an elder attorney, or at least I thought I could not send her to an elder attorney. So there was so much I had to learn and do on my own. And she's my mom. It was very stressful, very emotional. I spent a lot of time trying to research and do things which in hindsight, I should have gone to the experts. That would have saved me really money in the long run. So once she was all settled in, it made me realize, you know what, Kathryn, you have learned a lot. And you would be able to help not only seniors, but adult children of seniors. So because of that, I really started focusing more on how do I properly help deal with the senior population. And then that's getting more designations as well.
That's amazing, Kathryn. And I was wondering, what were the difference and some of the challenges that it is kind of ingrained with working with the senior population now that you worked with your mother before?
Well, basically, depending on the age of the senior, because I'm now considered a senior. So depending on the age, I mean, I have learned to slow down, talk louder, talk softer. I don't try to throw too much information. I mean, there's little things like that that I have learned along the way in taking all the extra designations. I had a client once early in my career. It was like 4 o'clock. We were going out looking for condos, and he kept saying how dark it was. Now, this was in the summer when it doesn't get dark till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. But it made me realize with his eyes, it was getting dark. Right. Sundown, it was getting dark for him. So we did find him a place. I had to sell his home, and I made sure we showed the property during the day when I knew he was at his best. And anytime I talked to him, it was during the day. So those are things I kind of learned throughout my years.
So, Kathryn, you actually have a designation of a SRES, which is a Senior Real Estate Specialist. Tell us a little bit about that. And is that something that all realtors have?
No, it is not, Stephen. Very few realtors have that, especially in Pinellas County, St. Petersburg. I'm a little surprised. So being an SRES, having that extra designation, a lot of training I had to go through and continue training with them.
Right.
Basically, it helped open my eyes. So it helped me realize, Stephen, I needed to know people like you. I needed to know elder attorneys, people who deal with Medicare, people who deal with actually physically moving the senior from their home into an assisted living facility, and of course, get to know the proper facilities. I learned about reverse mortgages. I'm not a lender, but I know enough to tell them, you know what, maybe you need to go talk to a lender, because even though, yes, I want people to buy and sell real estate from me, maybe they need to stay in their home. Maybe they need to do a reverse modification. Maybe they need to do some home modification and get some home health care. So when I go in to talk to someone, it's not always just to get the listing, to get to that next point, but it's what is the best thing for this client, and especially if it is the senior client.
And that brings me to my next question is, Kathryn, what's the difference between marketing then to a senior than, say, any other group that you worked with before?
Somewhat the same. So if I take a listing, there's basic marketing I'm always going to do. But if it is a property that is geared for seniors, let's say it's a property in a 55 plus complex, then not only am I going to talk about the property, especially if that homeowner has done some modification to the place, but I'm also going to talk about how great the neighborhood is. And if it is an active community, what kind of activities. These are the things that are going to pull other seniors in. Of course, we live near the beaches, these gorgeous beaches here in Pinellas County. So of course, I'm going to talk about how close it is to the sun and the fun, but the VA hospital, that's very important. I let them know, especially if it's a property that can take a VA loan, how close we are. Believe it or not, if it's in walking distance to shopping or on a bus line, I mean, all of that type of information is important to a person as they get older, and especially if there's stairs versus no stairs. Those are the type of things I try to really talk about.
That's great.
Well, do you have any properties that you want to share with us today that might be like, great market probability right now?
Oh boy, do I. I have quite a few, but I've tried to narrow it down to 3 for you. They're all condos in a 55 plus complex. The one is called Sea Towers, where it is on the intercoastal. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You have to be 55 to live there, as well as the other ones. But your view is of the intracoastal. You see it from all the windows. It's spectacular view of the Madeira Beach waterway. So it's incredible, and that's only $234. Then I have another one in Five Towns. Five Towns is a very active 55 plus community, and this woman has updated everything. We're talking a new windows, we're talking new AC, kitchen, bathrooms. It's incredible, and that one's only priced at $144. So you're talking different price points here. And the last one I want to talk about is, again, depending on the price point of the retiree, because not many people want a heavy mortgage when they retire. We have a cute little 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo in Town Apartments, St. Petersburg, newer windows, incredible condition, and that's only $69,000. So what I try to do is I try to take care of the senior. I focus on what's the best, working with the seniors, not the price point. I'm not driven by price point. I'm driven by the customer.
Well, that sounds something, some of those properties I wouldn't mind living in. That sounds fantastic. So thank you for everyone for joining us on Ask the Expert. Can you tell our audience real quick, Kathryn, how to get in touch with you if they're interested in finding some other place to live?
Absolutely. Kathryn Larkin. My phone number is 727-709-0378. My email is TomKatRealty@gmail.com, and cat is with a K. TomKat Realty@gmail.com. My website is TomKatRealty.com. And you can find me now on YouTube. I'd love for you to subscribe. I do a series of issues that seniors do deal with, and that is under my name, Kathryn Larkin, and the TomKat Team.
Kathryn, thank you so much. I think you've given us some information that the general public is not aware of. I know that I was aware of a lot of that because I work in the industry, but this information I think is valuable to our listeners and our watchers. And if anybody has any questions about what Kathryn was talking about or about anything senior related, you're welcome to reach out to me. My email address is shalstead@youroasisadvisor.com. And if you have this month's copy of Senior Life Publication Magazine, you will see my Ask the Expert column. My phone number is there. You can call and text me with questions anytime.
And everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Kathryn, for joining us. My name is David. I'm the publisher of Senior Life Publication in Pinellas County. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, my phone number is 727-430-5180 for a free copy and subscription to Senior Life Publication, or you can email me at D as in David, Moss, M-O-S-S, @seniorlifepublications.com. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you know anyone else who would like to join us on the Ask the Expert, please give me a call. Again, my phone number is 727-430-5180, or just email me again at D as in David, Moss, M-O-S-S, @Senior Life Publication, and give me a few answers on what you would like to talk about some of the topics that you think would matter most to seniors.
Yes.
Again, thank you for joining us. We look forward to our next Ask the Expert video, so make sure you end up looking out for us, and we'll see you very, very soon. Have a great day, everyone.
Have a good day.